Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations coming to you on a Thursday evening live. Thank you if you're here live with me. Please say hello in the comments and let us know where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, you can comment and say hello too. We'd love to know where you're from. So we're going to get started in just a minute. I'm going to make sure that everything is going okay with the sound and the video. So I usually come to you on Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Central. Most Thursday evenings, it's either a live or a premiere that's pre-recorded and then goes live at that time. Now, next week after next, Thursday, is Thanksgiving. Can you believe that? So anyway, we next Thursday evening, which is the 16th, Jackie and I will be traveling to Texas, okay? And so you will have a pre-recorded video of a project I'm sharing with you, okay? And then the next Thursday is Thanksgiving, and there will not be a live or premiere that week. Hi, Carol and Lynn, thanks for tuning in. Oh, cold in Minnesota, I bet it is. It turned colder here again today. But not as cold as I'm sure it is there, Carol. I know it gets really cold. Hi, Pam. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to get started here, and we're going to work on a fun project that can be used for gift giving, okay? And hi, Nan. Nice in Florida. I bet it is. Okay, so let me see. Let me get my screen set up here, and I have a few just reminders. Let me go over here. Okay, so tomorrow is November the 10th, and it's the last day to purchase a qualifying order to get the card kits for these 3 kits sent to you, plus an extra card that's a finished card from my stash that you can either keep or send to someone. These cards feature the Trekking Along bundle, but you can use whatever stamp set you have to finish these cards. It's a basic, simple card, this fun Christmas card, and then a fun fold, okay? So don't miss out. Tomorrow's the last day. Saturday, I will be cutting and prepping, and then Monday and Tuesday, I will be mailing out the kits before we leave for Texas. Okay. Susan, yes, I've missed you too. I haven't heard from you in a while. Good to see you. Okay. So that's that. Now let me remind you of one more thing. On Saturday, I have my Saturday morning share, which is a premiere video. That means it's pre-recorded, but we can chat in the comments. This is on YouTube at 10 a.m. Central Time. I'm going to be going over the Christmas Countdown kit. That's from the kit collection and the online exclusive. So be sure and tune in to that. Okay? All right, let's get started. So for tonight's project, we're making a fun card that can be used as a gift card holder, okay, or as a Christmas card. And we'll talk about it as I go along. But I am using this paper on page 37 of the mini catalog. It's let's see, make sure I get the names right. Snowflake Magic. I'm using part of one of those sheets. And then one of the designs here with the little trees from the Winter Meadow 12 by 12 designer series paper. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Carol. Welcome. Okay. And then the stamp set and bundle I'm using is Sparkling Snowflakes. So I haven't had this very long. I didn't know if I was going to order it, but I just love these snowflakes. I think they're so pretty, and I can't resist a punch. Okay, very seldom can I resist a punch. So I'm going to show you how we use that this evening, and let's get started. Hi, Diana. Yes, beautiful papers. Okay, so I have a piece of Lost Lagoon, which I have not used this color in a while. It was one of our in colors a while back, and Stampin' Up! Brought it back as one of our core colors, and it is beautiful. Okay, and then here is a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 of that designer paper. The trees are on one side, but I'm using this wash for the contrasting print. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and layer that over top. So the card base for this is a single layer, you know, with the layered piece on top of it as a designer paper. So I'm using a little bit of our liquid glue. Then I'm just going to line that up where I have pretty much the same border on all four sides. Okay, let's give that a good press and we can set it aside. Now we have another mechanism which is going to form the pocket. It's not really a mechanism, it's a piece. Okay, so I have a 3.5 by 3.5 piece of Lost Lagoon, then a 3¼ inch square piece of that same designer paper. Okay, so I need to cut this at an angle, at across the diagonal, I should say. So let me get my trimmer in here. So let me take my little notes off, and then I'm going to line up the points in the track and slice. Okay, and that's an extra piece. You can save it for another card. And then the 3.5 inch square, I'm going to also slice. So these are going to layer on top of each other. And this is what is going to form our little pocket. So I don't need that piece. And let's get this one. Okay, so now I'm going to glue these two together. Liquid glue. And just line it up and leave that spacing around that triangle. Okay, so now this is going to make a pocket, and so I'm going to butt that up against the edge over here of this back layer, okay, of cardstock. Now I tried using liquid glue to get it to adhere it down. I wasn't as pleased with it as I thought because I was doing a lot of in and out with the, you know, playing with the little card that I'm sticking on the inside. So I decided for this demonstration to use the tearing tape. Okay, so I'm going to take this and go across the bottom, tear that off, and then I want to be sure I get it on the right sides here, and then up the side. So forming that right angle. Okay, so let me burnish that tape a little bit, and it makes it easier for that protective paper to come off. Okay, let me see what I do with this. I'm going to take your pick tool, pull this off, and then we'll go ahead and make the pocket by just lining it up here along the edge and along the bottom. So with the tearing tape, you want to be sure you have it in the right position, and then go ahead and burnish that down so you get a good stick. Okay. Hey, Catherine. Hello, welcome. Okay, so now we have a good pocket right there. Okay, so let's set that aside, and we're going to work on the little card that's going to go on the inside of the pocket. So I have a piece of 3 by 8 of that designer paper, the same one that I used here for the background, the flip side, or these beautiful trees. Okay, and all we're going to do is fold it in half. So if your paper has a direction, if it's directional, you want to be sure the front of your paper is the objects or the image is going the right way. Okay, so let's just burnish that. We don't need to score. Okay, then we have a piece of Lost Lagoon 3¼ by 4¼ and this is going to glue on top of that. Say glue, be adhered. Okay, so let's use some liquid glue again. And so this is a little inner card, okay? Little bitty. Kind of fun, huh? All right. Now, if you wanted to make this a gift card holder, you could put a little strip of cardstock here. let me see, I had a gift card up here. And see, you would have room to slip that in if you had like a 1-inch piece of Lost Lagoon and you adhered it on the side and along the bottom. That could slip in fine if you like that. I'm going to put this inside 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 of basic white to make room to write a message. Okay, but first I want to put a little stamp on here just to dress up the inside. So I'm taking the smallest snowflake, the one with all the detail. Let me get a block here. Put that on. I'll get my mat to put underneath this and my Lost Lagoon ink. So this card just uses 1 ink, okay? Hi, Kristen. Thank you. Yeah, I love this little pocket card. Okay, so I'm inking it up and I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp right here in the corner. Okay, just to dress it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and close this for now. Get this out of the way. Now I can go ahead and glue this on the inside. Oh, I got a little ink there. Ugh, it's okay. I'm going to leave it. I might stamp another snowflake there in the center. Let me try it. There we go. Very faint. Can write over it. Okay, so there is that. And see how this slips on the inside right there? Okay, super cute. Okay, so now let me get all my little papers out of the way. Let's see what's next. We're going to embellish this a little bit. So I'm going to set that aside. In fact, I'm going to slip it right there to keep it safe. And I've got some other pieces here. I have a scrap piece of basic white that I'm going to stamp on and then punch with a 1 3/4 inch circle punch. I have some silver foil, which this is one of the pack that is in the online exclusives. I think it's still there. There are 3 different kind of textures and hues of silver in there. And so that, we're going to use that for a 2-inch circle punch. And then I have this scrap piece of Lost Lagoon that I'm going to punch a decorative circle and stamp and fussy cut the sentiment. And I used this one so I can show you my thought process here. So, so on here, the I stamped and embossed in silver because I thought that'll be pretty, and it didn't show up enough for me on the Lost Lagoon. It kind of just swallowed it. Hey, Connie. So I tried sponging with Lost Lagoon over it, and it's okay, but I wasn't as pleased with the look. It's like if the light didn't hit it just right, you couldn't really read the sentiment. So that's why I decided to go with this other method. So I'm going to go ahead and punch the decorative circle and set that aside. We're going to layer up these punches, and then I'll go ahead and punch the 2-inch circle out of the silver foil. Okay, and then we'll set that aside, and then I'm going to stamp in my cute little snowflake here that I have already mounted. So what I'm going to do, I want the detailed snowflake to be the predominant look. Okay, this one is like the solid, and so I am going to ink it with Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to stamp off and then get a lighter shade of the Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to test it first. There's full strength, or what we call first generation stamping. And then if I stamp off, you see how it's light? That's what I want. Okay, so let's do that. Ink. I got ink on my finger. Stamp off. And then stamp. Okay, just what I wanted. Okay, now here's the filigree, or the detailed one. I want this one full strength so it really stands out above that um, back snowflake, the solid. And so I'm going to try to get over this as best I can. My camera phone is in the way. I like it. It's a little offset, but I think it looks cool. Okay, so let me go ahead and get my 1 3/4 inch circle punch. Fits perfectly. Y'all, if you don't have these circle punches, what are you waiting on? They are awesome. They're this one is in the annual catalog, the decorative circle with these curly inch. Oh, hello, you can see my face. And then the 2 inch and the 1 3/4 are in the online exclusives. So they are, to me, must-haves. All right, so now we have our 3 pieces. All these Post-its. I don't know what I'd do without my Post-its though. Okay, so we're going to layer that on top of the silver, and then this is going to go on top of the decorative circle. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So I also created this same pocket card in traditional Christmas colors using another suite, and I'll show you that when we're through with this one. Okay, so while we're at it, if you're on YouTube, if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you do that. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and feel free to share. All right, so there is the element. This is going to go on our little card, and it's going to go off just a bit because look, we have plenty of room here. Okay, so I'm going to let it extend just about, what is that? Maybe 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch. So I'm going to, oh, it was sliding on me. It wasn't dry yet. Okay, so I'm going to look and see what I want for my top here. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on this left side. Grab this. And then I'm going to come in like that. About center it about from top to bottom. Okay. All right. So there we have her little card. Okay, so that's going to go on the inside, just like that. Now we're going to put our sentiment. Okay. So, and we have something else we're going to tuck in there too. So stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to make the season sparkle. I love that. And let it snow. So I have to tell y'all, when we leave next week to go to Fort Worth, I'm looking for my ink pad while I'm talking. It's right here in front of my nose. We're going to have Thanksgiving there that's our youngest daughter's home. And okay, I'm stamping that full strength on Lost Lagoon. Okay. Anyway, we're going to have Thanksgiving, and my older daughter is driving up from Southeast Texas, where our home is, and we're all going to be there together. We are so excited. And we love the movie classic, White Christmas. And so I thought we are going to have a White Christmas party. And I ordered us t-shirts, all the girls, the 3 little granddaughters, and my 2 daughters and myself, all matching t-shirts. And I'm going to do some little activities, White Christmas activities with them. So we're going to make an ornament. We're going to make some bracelets I got some little snowflake charms with those little beaded bracelets. Come on, Kathy. And, just have fun with it. And they don't really sit and watch the whole movie. They don't get the gist of it, but they love the singing and the dancing, right? So we just can watch the singing and the dancing, and they'll be happy. So, and of course, we kind of can quote the lines and sing the songs. I'm sure some of you are the same way. So anyway, you see here, I cut around that, and then I'm going to I put glue behind it, and I'm mounting it there. I'm going to let that dry just a bit before I cut it. So anyway, we're going to have a white Christmas party. So I'm excited about that. I was going to keep it a secret, and I just couldn't keep it. I had to tell him. So anyway, okay, so now I'm going to cut around the silhouette, okay, around the edge, leaving a little bit of a border. Just follow the same shape that I used to fussy cut. And make it stand out a little more. So I'm just following that same, and there's no right or wrong way. You know, I'm just trying to keep the edges curvy rather than sharp or pointed. Okay, then there's that. That's going to be our sentiment right here. Okay, now let's see. I have this little ribbon trim. This is in the online exclusives, wrong ribbon, right here. It comes in the pack with the gold and silver together. Okay, it's only online. And I'm going to cut about 5 to 6 inches of it. I'm just guesstimating there. Okay, and I'm not going to tie a bow. I did play around with it though. I thought, what am I going to do with the ribbon? I want the ribbon. And so I just kind of did this. And I'm going to put some adhesive back there and glue it down. So this is a little bit too long. So I go ahead and look at it, make sure I have the loop like I want it up here. And then I'm going to trim here so it doesn't hang off the bottom. Okay. So let's put some, this is Stampin' Seal Plus, pretty strong adhesive. And I'm going to kind of, it's going to come down at an angle there. Make it stick. And what's good about it is that you have time to, you know, adjust a bit. Like I'm having to do right now. Okay. Get that to stick. And then, okay, I'm going to come, I want the loop a little bigger. And it needs to be more at an angle to follow the angle of the triangle down here, the triangle pocket. Okay. So let's see, I'm still there. Yeah, that'll be good. So there's not a right or wrong way on that. Just get it like you know, pleasing to your eye. I just don't want it to extend over the pocket or below the card base there. So that'll be good. Make the season sparkle. Okay, so then I've got to get our tried and true basic rhinestones. Okay, so let me get, what size did I use? The big one I put in the middle of the snowflake. And then I used 2 of this. Did I use small ones? Yeah, I used 2 little ones. Not that it matters. Okay, and I've got one here. And then one here. Okay, and we're not done yet. There's another little fun part, which I thought, oh yeah, I know, all I need is the snow. Yep. Okay, so next I thought, okay, what if you know someone that loves to read, is a reader? Okay, so I thought you could give this with a gift card like to Amazon or a bookstore and put it inside of there, or purchase a book that you want to share and give it with the book. Okay. I read a lot of books on Kindle from Amazon. And so, you know, to me, that's a great gift. But I like the real hardback paper books too, and paperback books too. So we're going to make a bookmark. Okay, so we're going to tuck that in. So these are so simple, y'all. You're going to love it. Okay, so I use some of that. What is this paper called again? Snowflake Magic Specialty. Okay, it's kind of a foil look. Thank you, Carol. And then I have another piece of the Lost Lagoon, the same size, 2 by 5.5, because I'm going to layer these. Okay. Now, let me get the punch. Here is the punch that comes with that bundle, with the Sparkling Snowflakes bundle. Okay. It's different. It's not as, it's like a tag topper punch. Okay. So can be used for so many things, and it's different, which I love. So the 2 inches fits in here perfectly. So I'm going to slide that in and punch. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, then we're going to take this 2 inch and punch. And it says not to punch, try to punch through 2 layers. Even though this is a thin layer, don't do it. You don't want to mess up your punch. And then that's going to layer on top. Okay, so let me go ahead and glue this down. Pam, you need to make this. It'd be fun. Oh, and Pam, thank you for my beautiful Thanksgiving card. I've gotten a lot of cards lately, and I'm saving them so I can do a live sometime and just show off my Happy Mail. Okay, so here. Okay, so that gives it more stability. Okay, more stability. Okay, so now we're just going to add a little bit to that. I decided, okay, a snowflake. Look, I've used almost all my white ones. So let me see. Yep, I still have some of these big ones. So I may use that One Horse Open Sleigh Suite, or whatever, horse and sleigh bundle. I'll make sure that glue dot is down. I'm putting this right here. Isn't that cute? Okay, and then another rhinestone. So for the white Christmas party, they could even do a sleigh, make a sleigh card, because you know how they, when they're singing at the end, and they open the back doors of the behind the tree and the stage. Okay, I'm using just the mid-size one here. How the people come by in the sleigh and say Merry Christmas. I love that part. So anyway, this goes here. So it's like a gift and a card. Okay, so I'm seeing there is an issue. Okay, so this is extending a little too far. All right. So what happened is I used the tear and tape, which takes up some of the pocket. Okay. Yeah, Kathy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off because I want it to fit. I want it to go inside of a card. So let's see how much you think we need to cut off of this. If I want to center it, I think I'm going to cut off. Should I start with a 1/2 inch? I mean, it's going to be super simple to fix, right? I probably should have cut this 5 inches. Okay, and when I put the directions up on the blog, which will either be probably tomorrow sometime, I think I'm going to change that to 5, because I think you should use the tear and tape at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to cut off a 1/2 inch. Bam. Yeah, that works. Okay, what you think? Isn't that a fun idea with those snowflakes? I love it. So excited about it. I just think this is so pretty. That paper, y'all, is gorgeous. And we have these little snowflakes. These are online exclusives too, with the horse and sleigh suite. Okay. Thank you, Lynn. Fun, 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 fun. Okay, so there's that. Now let me show you the other card I made. Same design, but with the joy of Noel. Well, This is from the Stars at Night stamp set. I needed a Merry Christmas. So I used that, but this is from Joy of Noel. This is the Joyful specialty paper. Okay. And then I just stamped and die cut that image. And so I thought that made a pretty card. Yes. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. And so here I did this. Now, the back side of this specialty paper, the Joyful specialty paper, is white. So I didn't even put anything on the inside. I guess I could stamp something in there, but you know, so makes a cute Christmas card. And I know, I think I said this in another video. I don't know if it's aired yet, but I usually send, thank you, Donna. I usually send a wallet size photo of either the whole family or the three granddaughters in my Christmas cards. And so that would slip in here too. I don't do the big 4x6, you know, and of course I'm going to make my cards that I send. And so, anyway, those would fit in there too. And the wallet size card, I think, would fit inside of here. So just another idea. Okay, there's those two. Now let me show you this. I just cut it, was playing around with the punch, and I just cut two, you know, punch both ends, and you can wrap it up like this and put some candy in here, glue it up at the top. You're going to dress it up with some snowflakes there. So that's an idea. And then I have one more card made with the sparkling snowflakes. This one I use Misty Moonlight, and it's the same paper, the reverse side. It's kind of like a splash, a salted background. And I just stamped all the different size snowflakes in Versamark, and then I embossed it in white. Thank you, Carol and Kathy. And I did that, and I love how it turned out. And look, I did the same thing with the Misty Moonlight here. Stamped off, stamp on, and then the full strength on top. I love that look. Winter Greetings. I thought that was neat. And so I used Smoky Slate. I haven't finished the inside yet, but I just wanted to show you because that's a beautiful set, y'all. If you know, when I knew I was going to do the white Christmas party, I knew that I had to get this. So thank you so much. So anyway, let me get up here. So I hope you will try this pocket card. Okay. It is so easy and fun. You can use, it does use quite a bit of designer paper, which if you're like me, you have a stash. Come on, admit it. Stash of designer paper, anyone? So use it and make some of these. And if you do, be sure you join us on our Facebook group, Ink and Inspiration Stampers. I thought I had the link, but I don't. Where you can share your work. I'd love to see it. And, you know, we're better together. We inspire each other. So I would love to have you join us there. And so anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Remember, next week, it's going to be a pre-recorded video. It's also how to use some of that designer paper you have in your stash. Okay, so be sure and tune in for that. Saturday morning, we have the Christmas countdown video. I don't put the whole thing together. I just show you, talk about it, and show you the different layouts for each one. So anyway, I will talk to y'all again soon. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Remember, tomorrow's the last day to order for the card kit for this month. And I'll see you all again soon. Thank you for joining me. Take care, everyone. Good night.